Good morning. So most of you I know are familiar with the meditation of loving kindness, which we will do later. But it is often attributed, this loving kindness, to Buddhist teachings. And it is certainly at the core of Buddhism. Loving kindness is compassion. But it turns out that every scripture, West and East, uses those very terms. In Psalms, there's a passage about loving kindness. It's central to yoga. It is central to Hinduism. It is central to many other Zen, other Eastern teachings. So what that tells me is that it is really a universal teaching, and it can't be that at West and East and everybody got it wrong. So it must be the core that we should live by, loving kindness. So with that in mind, let's begin by coming inside, closing our eyes, and focusing on your breath. Think when you breathe in, that you breathe in the power to fill your body with loving kindness. And when you exhale, you can send it out into the world. So deepen your breath with that in mind. Return to your natural breath and slowly open your eyes. Right. In our practice today, we are going to do poses that connect us closely to the earth, and you will see as we go along. So bring your hands alongside your hips. Walk your right hand away, bend your elbow, left arm alongside left ear, and stretch it, reach it. On an inhale and then on an exhale, bring your left hand forward of your right knee and bring both arms parallel. You're looking forward, straight arms, flat back. Inhale, exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pause, slide your hands towards your knee, left hand on right knee, right hand behind you for support as you look over your right shoulder. Make sure that your sits bones, your hips are grounded close to the earth. Place your left hand on your right thigh. Bring your right arm up alongside your right ear and stretch to the left. Slight diagonal. Bring both arms up to center. Release them by your side. So let's do that on the other side. Your left hand steps away. You bend your left elbow, right arm alongside right ear. Make sure that right hip, your right leg, is moving toward the earth. Inhale and then exhale, place your right hand forward of your left knee, parallel arms. Square your spine. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, pause, slide your hands to your knee, right hand on left knee, turn to look over your left shoulder. Place your right hand on your left thigh. Left arm alongside left ear, lateral stretch to the right. Bring both arms to center. And then bring your hands down by your side. Send your arms back behind you in Yoga Mudra. Send your knuckles to the earth. So Yoga Mudra is your interlaced fingers, your knuckles touches the mat or the floor behind you, and just a little baby back bend. Inhale, and then exhale, fold forward any amount. Go slowly. Send your knuckles back behind you. Send your forehead and your crown of your head forward. Inhale, unfold. All the way back up. Okay. Send your straight legs out in front of you. Straighten your legs out in front of you. And shake them loose, rotate them. Dandasana, right? 8 legs active, toes to the sky. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring that energy to your heart. Inhale, gather the energy of the sun. Exhale, bring it down to your heart once more. Inhale and exhale. This time, we're going to bend our knees. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, point your feet, straighten your knees. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. All right. Okay, so I promised you we were going to come close to the earth. So we're going to start that part of our exercise by coming onto our hands and knees. All right. So you know your table pose, yeah? Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's do some cats and dogs from here. So your dog pose curls your spine towards the mat. Send your heart a little bit forward. You're looking forward. On an exhale, you're going to arch your spine all the way up to the sky. Push into the mat with your hands. Feel your shoulder blades spreading apart. Inhale. Reverse the curve of your spine, your shoulder blades coming closer to each other. Your tailbone reaching upward. Exhale, cat. Now continue a few more times at your own pace. Inhaling on the dog spine, exhaling in your Halloween cat. So next time you're in your cat spine, pause, and then come to a neutral spine, back to your table. You're going to send your hips to your heels. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. You're going to lift your hips, come forward. Send your heart between your arms, your legs lengthen behind you. Inhale, exhale, send your hips to your heels. Inhale, come to table. Leave your hands where they are. They're not in exact position for table, but leave them there. And then place your forearms on the mat. Fingers are pointing forward. And you're going to lengthen your legs behind you, coming all the way down onto your belly, getting closer to the earth. This is Sphinx Pose. Your elbows should be underneath your shoulders, your fingers pointing forward, your legs directly out from your hip socket. And you are looking over your kingdom. Yeah. You're going to lift your right leg up just a little, just a tiny bit, and try to send your foot back behind you, just a tiny bit, and then bring it down. Lift your left leg, send it back behind you as if your toes would touch the wall behind you, and bring it down. Then rock your hips from side to side. So you're going to send your fingers towards the point of your mat, the two corners of your mat, and then walk your fingers a little bit off the mat. And then you're going to straighten your arms for a straight arm cobra. So we're going to do some shape shifting here. Bring your elbows back down. And your fingers pointing forward, still keep your elbows a little forward of your shoulders. Push into the mat. Straighten your arms for a straight arm cobra. Bring your legs together for the tail of the cobra. And a creature that lives by caressing the earth. Bring your elbows back down to the mat. Place one hand, rotate your forearms so that your fingers are pointing to the left, and then place your other hand on top of your right hand. And then bring your forehead on to the little pillow you made with your hands. Your legs are still stringing together back behind you. You're going to lift your head and slide your elbows closer into your chest so that your elbows are closer to your shoulders. This is a Makarasana, the crocodile pose. On an inhale, you're going to open your jaw, lifting your head, spreading your shoulders, looking forward. On an exhale, you're going to send your forehead down to your hands. Your back shoulders will come up in a little cat spine. Inhale, open those jaws. Exhale, close them. Another creature that lives close to the earth, the crocodile. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Bring your chest down to the mat and bring your arms back into Sphinx Pose. So you're going to send your left fingers to your right elbow. And then place your right hand on the mat and roll yourself over onto your left side. So your right leg should be on top. You're using your right arm and your right hand into the mat as your little kickstand. Your elbow is under your shoulder, another support. And you're going to flex both feet. And you're going to lift your top leg and bring it down. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Once more, inhale and exhale. So perhaps, if you wish, you can stay right here, or you can think about releasing your right arm to the sky, maybe. And then bring it down in front of your chest. You're going to use your right hand for support as you slide your left arm up overhead so that you can rest your head on it. All right, good. And you're going to do 3 more of these leg lifts, and let's see if you can't get them a little higher now with your whole body down on the mat. Maybe you'll do 4 of them. All right. Bring your leg back down. Slide your right hand overhead. Come back onto your belly. Lift your head and shoulders. Point your right fingers to your left elbow. Bring your left hand in front of your chest. Roll over onto your right side. Right. And we'll lift 4 times. All right. Use the support. Oh, wait. Let's see if we can extend our arm. Bring your left hand back down to the mat. Extend your right arm overhead. Place your side of your head on your arm. And let's do those leg lifts again. Maybe a little higher. And bring it down. Roll back over onto your belly. Come back to Sphinx. Come back down. Bring your chest back down. Bring your hands alongside your breast. And we're going to do a full king pigeon. But we're going to do it very slowly, and you stop anywhere along the way. So your hands are alongside your breast. Your elbows are close to your body, to your ribs. Your both legs are together like the tail of the cobra. And you're going to push your hands into the mat and come up any amount, any amount. You do not come up more with straight arms. You want to keep your pubic bone on the mat so that the curve of your back does not include your hips. So this is a deep cobra. I normally don't teach this in gentle, but you know, I think most of you can probably do this pose. And if not, you go any amount, little baby cobra. Then melt back down, push into the mat, come up onto your knees again, hands and knees. All right. Come to stand on your knees. Right. And step your right leg forward. You're going to walk your right leg away from the center line over towards the edge of your mat. You're going to lift your arms up overhead. You're going to inhale, and on an exhale, bring your hands inside your arms, inside your right leg. You're going to leave your left knee and shin exactly where it is. We're coming into a lizard pose. So, with all the confusion with the speaker, I forgot to tell you that if you have a blanket or a block or a pillow nearby, you can bend the pillow. Just take a look at what I'm doing and bring your forearms onto the pillow. If you do not have that, let's do it without. Palms of your hands on the mat, since I did not tell you to make that available. Then just bend your elbows a little bit and look forward. Imagine you're this little lizard on the top of a rock. And you're going to look up and you see this fly coming by. Or maybe it's a piece of fruit from falling from the tree. It's a little tastier. And send your tongue out. Send it out. This is part of the pose. Yoga, tongue yoga. Send it out one more time. All right, excellent. Send your right leg back, and we will do that on the other side. Let's start on our knees. Step your left leg forward. Walk it over to the edge of the mat. Arms up overhead. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Lengthen your spine. Bend your elbows any amount. And send your tongue out 3 times. Excellent. Excellent, lizards. Straighten your arms. Bring your left leg back. Come to child's pose. All right. So lift your head and shoulders up and roll over on to one hip or the other and come to sit with the soles of your feet together. So another creature that lives very close to the earth is the Tortoise Kodamasana, is the name of this pose. So the soles of your feet are together. You have this diamond, these diamond-shaped legs. You're going to bring your hands inside your legs. And you're going to slide your right hand underneath your right leg. Maybe your forearm can come onto the mat, maybe not, it does not matter. And then slide your left arm underneath. So you could just see your hands, or maybe you can see part of your forearm, whatever works for you. So your hands are flat on the mat. You're looking forward. Inhale and then exhale. Bit of a cat spine. Curl your spine, arch it to the sky. Crown of your head reaches down. This is your shell. This is your little shell. You can open your feet up a little bit away from each other. And then lift your head and look forward. You're looking out from your shell now. Little feet sticking out. Yeah. Inhale, exhale. Come back into your shell. Inhale, come up, slide your hands out. Bring your hands back behind you, fingers pointing forward. You're resting on your wrists. And you're going to send your right leg over your left. You're going to look over your right shoulder. You're going to open your legs up again. Inhale, exhale, left over right, look over your left shoulder. Open both your legs, come up to sit. Extend your legs. Bring both arms up alongside your ears, bend your knees. Inhale, and then exhale with a flat back, come forward just a little bit. Inhale, exhale a little bit more. Inhale, exhale. When you can't go any farther with a flat back, then allow it to curl as you reach for the outside of your feet or your ankles. And fold completely over your legs. If you have nice flexible hamstrings or you feel comfortable, because we're well into our practice, straighten your legs. Any amount. You can straighten them just a little bit or a lot. Paschimottanasana, the Western stretch. You are connecting with Mother Earth in this pose. Look forward. Bring your arms alongside your ears and unhinge. Come all the way up, bring your arms down by your side. All right. Okay, so I think it's time to come up and stand. So slowly, carefully come up to stand. Okay. That was not my most graceful transition. All right. Come to your mountain. So we did a lot of earthbound creatures. So we're now going to send our arms up overhead, saluting the sun again and bringing your prayer to your heart. So many of those creatures like to climb trees, yeah? So shift your weight to your left leg. Come on the ball of your right foot. Open up your right knee. You can stay right here as you grow your tree. Use a drishti, find a spot on the opposite wall for your balance, to help with your balance, and maybe you'll lift your foot, your right foot to your left calf. And then bring it down. Right, let's do that on the other side. Come on to the ball of your left foot. Turn your foot out to the side. Grow your tree. Find your drishti. Grow your tree. And maybe you'll lift your foot to your calf. My right knee doesn't want that weight on it, so I'm coming out of it. You can stay in. All right. So Mother Earth brings us to think about the goddess and all the creatures that are close to the earth. And I believe Uma is one of the deities known as the goddess of the earth. Spread your feet wide apart. Rotate your feet so that swivel, so that they're at about a 45-degree angle. And we're going to do this very slowly, very gradually. You're going to bend your knees just a smidge, a little bit, and then straighten. Another smidge, and straighten. And then come down as far as you are comfortable coming down. Maybe your hips will come all the way down to your knees or not. No, do not force anything. These are your knees we're talking about. Yeah, so go easy. Yeah. Bring your hands to your thighs. And let's rotate our hips, circle them. Circle your hips in one way, like a dancing goddess. And pause, and then go in the other direction. And then pause. Send your arms straight out to the side, bend at your elbows, cactus shape. So try to keep your elbows, I don't know if I have them, the same height as your shoulders. Right. So this is our goddess. And I love to do the goddess dance. So bring your right hand in front of your belly, your left frames your head. Inhale, exhale to the right, come to center. Exhale, switch your arms to the left, center, right, and left. You know what I'm talking about, right? And good. And bring your hands back down, straighten your legs, point your toes. One last thing. So bring your feet a little bit closer together. You're going to put your hands on your pelvis. We're going to make sure that we bend from our hip socket, not from our belly. So your hands are on your hips, or you can put them below your thigh as a guide to where on top of your thigh, just below your hip socket, as a guide to where your crease should be. And you're going to come forward, soften your knees, do not lock them, do not keep them too straight, and come down halfway. And once you get halfway, you're looking down at the floor, send your arms out to the side. Bring your hands down straight so that your fingers are pointing to the mat. And then on an inhale, fly out and up. And bring your hands down to your heart. Jump or step your feet together. Okay. All right, so we will spend the rest of our class closer to the earth. So take your time coming back down onto the mat. You're going to come to Dandasana. When you get there, your legs straight out in front of you, your hands alongside your hips. And then you're going to send your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. I believe we did this last week, maybe. Inhale, then exhale, slide forward. Exhale, swing back, but keep your back flat. Inhale. I'm sorry, that should be an exhale when you go forward. Inhale when you go back. Exhale. Inhale, when you go back as far as you can comfortably go. You use your abdominal muscles, your core, your whole core, to keep you away from the mat. Exhale, send your hands forward of your toes or any amount as far as they can reach. Bring your hands down to the mat, slide them back behind you, bring your forearms down and come all the way down onto your back. And when you get there, place your feet on the mat. If you have a blanket or a block that you can slide under your hips, just have it handy. You're going to step into your feet, lift your hips, and slide it under your hips. If not, just stay flat on the mat. You're going to send your right leg up to the sky and your left leg up to the sky. Your arms are straight out from your shoulders. Palms facing the sky. And you're going to scissor your legs back and forth. So your right leg coming towards your nose, your left leg going away from you, and then switch the opposite, going back and forth. And then bring both legs to center and open them out to the side as far as you comfortably wish to go. And then come back to center. Open again. Come back to center. Now we're going to stay here. You can bring your arms alongside your body if that is a more relaxed position for you. You want your arms nice and relaxed. You want your legs relaxed, so your feet do not have to be flexed. Your legs should be over your hips. So imagine that your legs are up against the wall. So they shouldn't come too close to your face so that this hose can do the work it was meant to do, which is to drain the excess fluids from your legs. And slowly lower your heartbeat to bring you to a state of relaxation. Good to do this before bedtime, up against a wall near your bed. And follow your breath. And we're going to keep our legs up. And you can come down anytime. We want to completely cool off. Now bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat, lift your hips if you need to remove a blanket or block, and then come into Shavasana. Extended legs, rotated arms. Feel your whole back body getting heavier, sinking into the earth, connecting with the earth, allowing the earth to hold you, embrace you, to remind you that you are an integral part of Mother Earth's ecosystem. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a deep breath and begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you. Big, long, deep body stretch. Bring your knees into your chest and hug them. And roll from side to side. And come to center. Release your legs. and roll over on to whichever side you prefer to make your way into a fetal position. And come up to sit whenever you are ready. Make yourself ready for meditation. Those of you who are leaving, who will not stay for meditation, I wish you a day filled with loving kindness. Thank you for being here. And the rest of us can come to that comfortable seat. Close your eyes and follow your breath. Don't change your breath, just follow it. Bring your attention to your heart center. Send all your awareness there. Notice your heartbeat. And as you focus on your heartbeat, feel the pulsation of that beating throughout your body, filling you up with life. And when we think of the word compassion, we also almost always think of being compassionate to others. But we need first to be compassionate to ourselves. So say this prayer to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and in mind. May I be safe from inner and outer dangers. May I be at ease, happy and free. Now picture in your mind's eye all those people that you love very dearly, those who you care for, friends, acquaintances, people you want to send these wishes to. See them, take a moment to see them all, no matter where they are in this world. And send them this prayer. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and in mind. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be at ease, happy, and free. Now think of others in your life who may be a challenge, who may have hurt you. Who make you uneasy. And invite them into your circle. Invite them in, for they may need this prayer more than anyone. May you be free from inner and outer dangers. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and in mind. May you be at ease, happy, and free. And now imagine everyone in your community, everyone in your state, everyone in your country, everyone in the world. Think of children playing, of people conversing. Think of the beauty of the earth around them, the world around them. See this whole beautiful earth. And let's say this prayer together. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we all be well in body and in mind. May we be safe from inner and outer dangers. May we be at ease, happy, and free. Bring your awareness back to your heart center and all of the love you have just emoted, you have just sent out into this world. And you have given yourself as well. Feel it fill you up. This compassion, this loving kindness. Take a deep breath. Bring your hands to your heart. and gently open your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with me here today.